Crab pies are making a big splash here in the Low Country thanks to the famous Coastal Cuisine Crab Pies made by owner and operator Brandy Moore-Taylor. I talked one-on-one with Brandy for this edition of Quintin's Close-Ups. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel and like Quintin's Close-Ups on Facebook. Brandy Moore-Taylor, welcome to Quintin's Close-Ups.
Good morning. Hi, Quintin. Thank you for having me.
Oh, I appreciate it greatly. You know, you are the owner-operator of the famous Coastal Cuisine Crab Pies, which is a company that obviously makes made-to-order crab pies here in the Low Country. And I know that you've been doing it for a few years now. So tell me, Miss Brandy, what's new? What's now with your business?
What's new? So we have our pies in selective Piggly Wiggly, 6 of them. We have them located in Hanahan, Ladson, Tranto, which is in North Charleston off of Rivers Avenue,
right?
Monk's Corner, St. George, and more to come in 2024.
What got you from those locations to more to come?
Being persistent, just, great customer service, people loving the product, and it has it exceeded my expectations a whole lot. I just wanted to sell my pies at the farmer's market, and I needed a commercial kitchen to, produce my pies. So when the owner of Piggly Wiggly asked me to carry my pies as well and to also use his kitchen, it just blew my mind. So that's how it all got started. Yes.
Huh.
Yes. I was working with Piggly Wiggly when I turned 19 in the deli. Started from the bottom. Still working in the summertime, helping doing cakes and things. But I've been with Piggly Wiggly for a long time, a loyal employee. And, I just branched out and started doing my own thing. And he was interested in carrying the crab pies, and the rest is history.
Wow. So, Ms. Brandy, let me ask you this. You mentioned it just a little bit earlier, but what is the biggest difference from when you started your business to right now?
The biggest difference is the increase in sales. It's different from the farmers. The farmers market is totally different from being in a retail world. Yes, you have to promote and, get out there and sample, and the customers want to see you, they want to taste it, versus, a farmer's market, you just out there selling your product, everybody's selling their products. But being in a retail world, you got so many competitions and different products. So we gotta get out there and do the legwork and go from store to store. As you see, on Saturdays, we travel for 2 different locations promoting and sampling.
Wow.
So that's to get the word out about Coastal Cuisine Crab Pie and let them taste it, because a crab pie is a new thing to the Low Country. Yeah. It's a new thing to the Low Country. A lot of people, is known mainly up north. Some people down here know about crab pies, but not a lot.
Not wow. And I'm going to get back to that in just a second, Ms. Brandy. But you talk about obviously the biggest difference from the farmer's market to the retail as far as promoting and actually getting people to taste and sample your foods. So what is that balance for you?
The balance with the farmer's market is we can be a lot more open. We can, we have more one-on-one experience at the farmer's market, more time to conversate with, customers and tell our background story, which in the retail world, everybody got to go. It's the fast way. So we trying to get them over to us to sample the product, or, that's the balance. And it moves pretty fast in the stores. The sales are great in the stores for Piggly Wiggly.
Wow.
Yeah, they are. It moves pretty fast in the stores versus the farmer markets. Yeah.
And Ms. Brandy, when did you know crab pies were actually hit here in the Low Country?
So my cousin challenged me to make this recipe about 9 years ago. And because I've been in the food industry over 15 years. So I took the recipe, I took some things away, I added some stuff, new ingredients to it, and I let her taste it. She was like, "Your pie tastes different from my pie." I said, "Yeah, because I didn't add certain ingredients, and I took away from some, and I add my own." And I started making it, for the past 8.5 years for my family for the holidays. So they keep telling me, you need to sell it. You need to sell it. I was like, no. So 2020 came,
Yes.
and I step out on faith, and I let my mentor try it, and he was like, this is great. And so I started from there, just promoting it at farmers market, and it just took off. Once I got, different peers and different people telling me that it's really good, I just ran with it. I'm still shocked of how far we've come with only 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, Miss Brandy, let me ask you this: with those pies, are those pies actually pan fried, baked, or broiled?
It's baked.
Wow.
It's baked. Yeah, it's made with real blue claw crab meat, and it sits inside of a buttery flavored pie crust, and with different seasoning, and it's topped with shredded cheese on top, and we bake them. And all the customers have to do is just reheat them.
Yes.
It lasts 30 days in your freezer, so you get a good shelf life off of them as well.
Wow. And so,
it's very tasty.
I would imagine so. Yes, ma'am. And so, when you are in that kitchen, who is Brandy in the kitchen making these crab pies?
Who is Brandy? Brandy is organized. Who is Brandy? I know you were going to ask that question in the kitchen. I just try to have fun in the kitchen.
Yes.
I am big on, presentation. Like, I want my customers to love the food the way I love it. I take pride in everything what I do, especially food, because I know a lot of people's stomachs are very sensitive. It's all about presentation for me. It gotta look right and taste right. Because if it don't, I'm not gonna put it out. I'm not gonna. Yeah, that's me. I'm very consistent when it comes to food. Food quality, that's my big thing. Presentation.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. And what else do you want to present to your customers next?
What else do I want to present to my customers? Just that I come from, a humble beginning. I put a lot of love into these pies. I just love seeing customers' reactions after they taste the pies. And what they tell me, their feedback. I thrive off their feedback, and it's not for everybody, and I get that, and it's okay, But we Charleston, we known for crabs, so but that's how I kind of network in that market, because I know it would have took off because we love crabs. But I just want my customers to know that I put all my love into that pie, and it's worth every penny and more.
And more.
Yeah.
And Miss Brandy, I know that you have, if I'm not mistaken, that is crab pies by the slice. Pardon me, fresh crab pies and crab cupcakes. So,
yes, sir.
Which one of those items describes you the best?
Probably the pie. the pie, probably the pie. But I love the crab cupcakes too, as well. I mean, because it's the filling of the pie without a pie crust.
Right.
So, yeah, the pie describes me the best.
Wow.
Because I just, like I said, I put my all into it. Like, it got to be right. I try to be consistent with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably the pies.
And I'm sure the pies are the OG, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, yes, sir. That's the OG to me. Yeah. And when we ask customers like which one do they like the best, they're like they love both. So, which is a good thing. And with this economy, you try to find a cost-effective, item for customers to have. Right. And everybody knows seafood crab is expensive. So yes, that's why I came up with the crab cupcakes.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
I see. And Ms. Brandy, in what way? As you know, the crab shortage. In what way has the crab shortage affected your business and those prices?
When we first started off in 2020, I could have sold the pie at a $25, $20 before the inflations and everything. But ever since with the inflations and stuff, I had no choice but to increase the price of the pies, which I did not want to. But my business manager was like, you have no choice. Either they're gonna buy it or not. You're still gonna have customers that's gonna buy it. And I didn't want to have an expensive product because I understand, with the inflations and everything. So it did slow down a little bit, at the farmers market once we increased the prices. But once we got on Piggly Wiggly, it just took off.
It took off. Wow. Love Piggly
Yeah.
Wiggly. And Ms.
Yeah.
Brandy, how many new customers do you have versus returning customers?
I would say about the same, half and half. Yeah.
Wow.
I have a lot of returning customers. And I have I say we're about the same right now with the returning customers and, new customers.
Yes, ma'am.
But it's more of the returning customers. I take that because I'm thinking about the farmer's market versus Piggly Wiggly. I'm thinking about two different, sorry about that, but the farmer's market, I have the returning customers are is good at the farmer's market.
Wow.
It's very decent. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And I buried this question in the last segment, but I wanted to ask you, since that obviously that crab shortage, Ms. Brandy, what is actually the current price of crab meat?
For 1 can of crab meat, it is $24.99. A 16-ounce can is $24.99 for a crab meat. For the claw crab meat, $24.99 a can, and it's a 16-ounce can.
Yikes!
Yeah. When we first started, it was $12.99.
Yes, ma'am. Wow.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oof.
Yeah.
My.
Yeah, but God is good, though.
Yes.
Yes. I love the fact that we're going slow because I'm learning as I go along the way about the business and, how everything works. So I love the slow process right now.
Right now.
I'm enjoying the ride.
Oh, yeah. And speaking of which, Ms. Brandy, in those particular years that you've had the Coastal Cuisine, stick with me here. Mm-hmm. How many crab pies have you actually made?
I mean, cool. I don't make. Oh my gosh! I don't make over 1,000 pies.
Ooh.
Yeah, because when we started with just the farmers market, and if I think about the pie, how much pie shells come to a case? You got 24.
Right.
I don't made over 1,000. That's a good question because I never thought about how many pies I have made since. We started, and now I'm about to go do my homework. Now you got me doing homework. I'm about to go back and see how much pies we actually made. Because that's a great question. I would really love to know that. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Quintin. Oh my God, you made me feel so. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Now you got me thinking. Okay, me and my team about to do some work. Yeah, we about to do some work. Yes, we are.
Hey,
thank you, Quintin.
Hey, you're welcome. That's what I'm here to do. Help y'all think and, get things better.
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And good job on all the work you do, too, as well. All the great work you have done. Yeah, good job, man.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. I love doing these interviews and love this community, too.
Yes. I didn't even know you did videos. I did not.
Yes, ma'am.
I did not. And then when I did a little background check, I was like, oh, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Me and my team did a little background check going. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, good job.
I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Going back, obviously, to, the crab pies, when you think of seafood, Ms. Brandy, what does seafood mean to you?
Oh, we love seafood. We eat crabs twice a week. Blue claw crab. Yeah, blue crabs. Twice a week, me and my family. We are known for eating crabs. Yeah, seafood is our number one thing. Yes, if I could eat crab every day, I would, but I don't want to get sick. Right. Yeah.
Keep you
so
healthy.
No, we love crabs. When you say crab, that's me all day. I'm a little crab. I got a crab sweat and all. Wow. Yeah, I love crab.
When you're talking about all of this, Ms. Brandy, I'm just wondering. I know I'm probably moving ahead of you, but in the future, do you want to have a brick and mortar store or some sort of food truck?
My future, what I want in the future for me is to branch out to more restaurants and to more grocery stores. Food truck, not for me. I don't think so, but I don't know what God got planned. We can be thinking about something, but God got a bigger plan for us or something else. So that's my goal I see for the future is being in, more retail stores and my crab pies on menus at restaurants. So that's my plan for the future. Yeah.
Wow. So I hope to see you in Publix where I shop.
Ooh, yeah, you about to get me in trouble. Yes, I love Publix. Hey, Publix.
Yes.
Yes.
And then the second one I go to is Five Food Line. I go there a lot too. least the one on Ashley
Yeah.
Phosphate. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Yes. I love a Publix. Oof, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. They're speaking into existence. We coming Publix in the future. We coming, and any other retail chain that want to take on Coastal Cuisine Crab Pies. Yes,
Absolutely.
sir.
And for
Yes.
those people who can't see you in the background, how can we reach you if you want to purchase a crab pie today?
If you want to purchase a crab pie today, the number is in the background is 843-367-2853. You can also reach out to us on social media, Coastal Cuisine Crab Pies, and message me.
Yes.
You can see it better now? Okay.
Right. Yes, ma'am.
And you can also stop by any local Piggly Wiggly, Hanahan,
Right.
Ladson, Otranto, Monk's Corner, St. George. Okay, you can go to the deli and Piggly Wiggly's to grab you a crab pie. And if you don't know where it is, just ask an associate. They will lead you to the crab pies.
Good. That's great. That's great. Well, Brandy Moore-Taylor, thank you so much for your time. And again, welcome to Quintin's Close-Ups.
Yes, thank you, Quintin. Thank you for having me. My first interview. Wow.
You're welcome. And I appreciate you granting me that interview. So I appreciate it greatly.
You're welcome. You have a Merry Christmas.
Likewise.